I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I ain't gonna hold y'all up because if Penelope stays with Gary, nah. All I could say is if Penelope stays with Gary, she is a dumb ass bitch. Period. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Brittany Summer, and I'm back with another recap of Sisters Season 7, Episode 2. And you guys know what it is. Before we get started, please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, you guys, let's get into this motherfucking recap. Oh my gosh, you guys. So that episode starts off with, from the trailer, Penelope walked in on Gary basically masturbating to Andy's dirty ass panties. And he had the nerve to look at Penelope in her eyes and say, "This is not what it looks like." Nigga, I am not Stevie Wonder. I can see, bitch, and I see what you're doing. How are you gonna try to tell me that's not what you're doing? I see you, bro. When Penelope confronted him about like doing that nasty shit, and Gary's just like, "Oh no, that's not what I was doing. Keep your voice down." It's like, Penelope, sweetheart, walk out and never look back, honey, because it is clear he don't love you. He never did. He never will. Leave, girl. Gary was trying to tell Penelope like he was just horny and he was looking at her in dinner and he just needed to like relieve the stress. Basically try to play the hell out of Penelope because he knows, or he feels like she could be played, because he played her once, he played her twice, he could play her again. At this point, Andy like screams like to them like, "Hey, is everything okay?" And of course, Gary is there with the lies and says, "P is just helping me get something to my eyes." Penelope then looks at him, shakes her head, and switches her ass outside the bathroom door. Like she just walks away. Angry as hell, by the way. But Gary had to do one thing before he left that bathroom: clean his nasty ass mess up. So that's what he went to go do before he left the bathroom. Clean up his mess, because he didn't want to leave no evidence. Disgusting. So at that point, Penelope is already talking to Andy and her brother Jordan about leaving because she don't feel well. So Andy and Jordan is like, "Okay, we understand. Like, do you need anything?" And then Gary walks out the bathroom, his disgusting ass, and like give Jordan a handshake. And I'm like, "Did you even wash your hands?" Just nasty. And basically wipes his hands on Jordan's shirt, talking about, "Oh, this is a nice shirt, like, oh, this is, what is this, silk or some shit like that." Like, bro. And the fact that Penelope is standing there watching him disrespect her brother like that, like, girl, if you don't do something else, we need you to have a backbone at this point. So Penelope walked away, like she was headed to the elevator, and Gary was like, "Oh, it must have been Andy's cooking." And Andy said, "No, she's clearly tired of your tired ass." My question to y'all is, how y'all feel about that elevator scene with Gary and Penelope? So Gary was being so disrespectful to Penelope, like always. And for this one time, it seems like Penelope was trying to like give him the same like energy, like matches energy type vibe. So Gary said to her, like, "Oh, sometimes men have to do some strange things to get off, like, so get over it." Penelope was like, "Get over it? What the fuck? Get over it?" I'm like, girl, smack this nigga, bro. Like at this point, step on his feet, like something. What blew me is when he grabbed her up. I was like, is Gary gonna punch Penelope in the face? Oh no, Gary, you getting physical with her now? No, honey. Somebody needs to smack you the fuck down. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt so bad for Penelope when Gary left the elevator and was like, "Oh, like, basically, it's your fault because you won't give me no pussy and you act like you're the only woman to give birth, whatever, or have a baby, like, whatever." Like, have fun by yourself at the house, at my house, because I'm not going to be there. And he walked away. Like, he walked out the elevator door. Penelope looked so fucking mad. Like, the frustration in her face. Like, good actor. Because I believed her anger. Like, she looked so mad. And when she did that, like, scream in the elevator, I'm like, girl, go to his house. Girl, pack your shit up and leave. So, I'm going to make this scene very, very short. Like, I'm just going to brief through it like a motherfucker. Like, so fucking fast. So, here's Sabrina and Danny. Sabrina is at Danny's house and basically trying to convince her to do therapy. Danny's being stubborn as fuck. Sabrina is not letting up. At the end of the day, nothing happens. And I'm so sorry to do them like that because I really like Danny and I really like Sabrina, but like the way Danny is so stubborn and like is so like in her own head and like just it's just frustrating to watch sometimes because when people are trying to help you and you're not even trying to try to receive the help, that's very annoying. And to watch it is more frustrating than ever, bro. And Sabrina is like trying to help, and she's like, maybe, da, 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 maybe it's trauma, maybe, da, da, da. It's like, girl, we tired. So the next scene, it goes to Gary. He finds his way at Hayden's house. So Hayden opened the door like, okay, what the fuck are you doing here? And, Gary had to be like, oh, like, let's have a drink. Can I spend the night? I got Penelope mad and she's wilding out. Like, you owe me one for, like, telling you about Tamara. Why Tamara took all Hayden liquor? Son, he's like, oh, girl took all my liquor. But anywho's, Hayden was like, Gary, like, you're not staying here past one day, so don't get comfortable. So then, of course, it goes to my favorite couple, Zach and Fatima. Zach makes Fatima breakfast and her favorite coffee, and Fatima comes down the stairs, look happy as hell, glowing as fuck. And, they give each other kisses and welcome each other, say good morning. Fatima sits down, and then Zach starts talking about his kids. So Fatima asks him, like, hey, what are you working on? And he's like, oh, nothing, simple. I'm just trying to think about giving or making a trust for Michael. And, Fatima was like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. And he was like, and maybe one for Zach Jr. So when he says Zach Jr., Fatima's face is like, like, hold up, bring it back. What? So clearly Zach peeped that Fatima felt some type of way. So he asked her what's up, and she was like, you know what, I just feel like you should like keep your ducks or get your ducks in a row before you start, doing all of that. But then again, this is your money, so do what you want. She told him don't forget about the meeting that they have with Andy so they could prep for the judge, the questions that the judge has for them. So, clearly Zach forgot, but he was like, okay, he's going to make sure he be there at 11. My thing is, I feel Fatima, like, because at the end of the day, they don't know if that baby is really Zach's. And the fact that Fatima did not tell Zach that she feel like the results that Karen gave them seem mad sus, it's kind of on her. Like, you should have definitely told his ass how you felt from the beginning, but she didn't, right? So now Zach is thinking like, yeah, this is my baby for real, for real. We all don't think that's Zach's baby because it don't make no motherfucking sense. And I forgot who it was in the comments, but somebody said like that episode when Zach was having sex with Karen in the salon in the back room, he never finished. You feel me? He never really got to like get off because homeboy interrupted them. What was his name? The preacher? I even forgot his name. But the preacher, Aaron, interrupt them. So Zach didn't get to finish. I was like, oh snap, you all right. But like sometimes, it don't really work like that sometimes. But that was a good reason why it could not be Zach's. But anywho's, Fatima for some type of way, and I understand. I understand. Like, this is supposed to be my man, my husband. I'm supposed to have his junior, and now this girl. Now you want to name your baby for her with her junior? Nah, I ain't cool with it. My question to y'all is: would y'all be cool with it? Like, if y'all was Fatima, would y'all be cool with y'all fiance naming his new baby with another woman a junior? So the next scene, it goes to Aiden and Andy. They are both in their break room, basically talking about Gary. And that is because Hayden brought up Gary, basically asking Andy what's up with him, right? And Andy's like, okay, why would I even know what the fuck is up with him? Like, he came over the house with Penelope and they seemed fine. And Hayden was like, nah, he was at my house, basically calling Penelope a fat, insecure bitch. It's like, I cannot. Hold up, hold up. Gary is something else, bro. So Andy was like, I knew he was faking it. Like, he is such a fucking faker, whatever the case may be, right? So Hayden was like, yo, I gotta get this man out my house because he had me up all night talking about hoes, sports, and shit like that. Like, what I look like his best friend? Like, and Andy was like, I thought you was his best friend. Hayden says, nah, I don't even know what this nigga does for a living. Which is so funny to me because, bro, we all thought y'all was best friends. So as Aiden's going on and on about Gary, walks in Fatima like, ugh, is he bothering you, Andy? So Andy goes, no, we actually talking this time. Then Fatima says, oh, what his thirsty ass want? And Hayden goes, the only person that's thirsty is that man you got at home. Fatima was like, say it again. And you know, Andy had to step in and was like, you know what? Like, this is getting old. Can we just squash whatever beef you guys have? When I tell you, Hayden and Fatima said, nah, at the same time, like, nope, not happening. Like, and then Andy was like, you know what? I'm out. And then she leaves. They look at each other one more time and go, nope. So, you know, their beef is going to continue. Like, and I'm kind of here for it. So the next scene, it goes to Karen and Pam. They're at the salon, you know, still trying to fix up the salon before the opening. And out of nowhere, here comes a delivery guy. And Pam goes to checking all the items that they have from the delivery guy. Why is the delivery guy flirting with Karen? It's like, what? So every nigga that comes on the screen is going to flirt with Karen now? Okay, so the delivery guy name is Trey. We'll see if he's gonna be like reoccurring on the show because they did say if they get a package, he will be delivering it. My thing is, please don't let him be feeding for Karen. Like, seriously, like it just don't make no sense at this point. So the next scene, it goes to Sabrina. She's at her job, and Karen calls her. And Karen calls her for a personal loan. And Sabrina was like, you know what? I just helped somebody with a personal loan. Maybe I could help you out too. I could come to your house, and we could figure it out. Karen's like, yeah, girl, thank you so much, because I need it. So then it goes to Andy and Zach and Fatima. Zach and Fatima are finally with Andy to discuss the questions that the judge is going to ask them and make sure they both keep calm and keep their temper and don't have outbursts. And Zach and Fatima promised they will do their best to not get upset and not have no outbursts. Then Andy asks Fatima, so when's the date? And they're both like, date for what? And Andy's like, the wedding. So Zach look at Fatima and was like, yeah, the wedding. When is the date, huh? And you know, Fatima's just standing there stuck like, I don't know when the wedding's going to be. But you could tell she don't want to answer yet. So my thing is, maybe Fatima want to wait to find out if Karen's baby is really Zach's, to find out if she want to get married or not. I don't know. What y'all think? Then it goes to Danny. Danny's at work helping a customer. And here comes Tony trying to get his freak on in the middle of her job. It wasn't shown, but you could tell he probably like got a little taste in because he was like, oh, you taste good, whatever. And she's like, boy, I'm at work. Like, what are you trying to start? And he's like trying to get his freak on basically in his office. So he gave Danny 25 minutes or 15 minutes to meet him in the back. Danny was also kind of upset because he forced Sabrina basically to come to their house and talk her into getting therapy. And Danny was not having it. She did not like it. And she was telling him about herself. So before all of that, Danny gives Karen a call and asks Karen if she want to come to brunch with them. Karen is like, oh, no, all y'all going to be drinking. Y'all know I can't drink. I don't want to go. And Danny was like, okay, girl, well, suit yourself. Bye. So after that, it goes to the ladies' brunch. So who's sitting down? Fatima, honey. Fatima's with the girls, Andy, Sabrina, and Danny. And they all having a good time talking about how big they man's dick is. Well, basically Andy. Andy was. And, they was just filling the tea. So then finally they asked Danny how's her relationship with Tony. And she was like, it's going great. It's going great. He want me to do therapy. And, I don't think I need it. So basically, at the end of the day, Fatima recommended her therapist, which is a black woman. And she's chill. She have good vibes. And Danny was like, you know what? I might just give it a shot. But the tea was when Karen walked in that restaurant and seen all of them sitting down, keying and drinking their wine, she turned her ass right around and left that bitch. So she's gonna be pissed. Maybe she's gonna get really upset and try to do something again to get Fatima upset with Zach. I don't know, but it's giving I'm mad and I'm gonna be petty. Okay, y'all, tell me how y'all felt about this part. When Sabrina asked them how they feel about marriage and having kids, and Fatima asks, well, I have to deal with 2 kids that's not mine right now. And Danny was like, well, Zach, that might not be Zach baby. And Fatima was like, hey, so you don't think that's Zach baby neither? Zach baby's neither? And Danny was picking up her wine to drink it so she don't have to answer. But that's when, Andy saved her and was like, okay, what baby y'all talking about anyways? Because there's so many. And then Fatima was like, oh, Zach Jr. So all of them sort of laughing. But at the end of the day, Danny was like, it's okay if you want to make sure the baby is his and get a paternity test. So my thing is, I know for a fact Karen's going to feel some type of way. And she's going to ask if they talked about her, right? And they're not going to lie to her. They're going to keep it real. So once they do that, once they tell her what they was talking about, how y'all feel like Karen's going to take it? Petty. So the first girl to get home, the first lady to get home is Danny. And she goes straight to her man and tell him hey boo, guess who's doing therapy? Yes, me. And they start basically making out and about to have sex. Go Danny. Woo. And then it goes to Sabrina. So Sabrina is drunk as fuck and she wanna fuck so bad. And she tried to tell her nigga yo, guess who wanna have a baby? Me. And I need your sperm to do it. But her man is telling her, nah, I'm not ready for marriage or having a baby. You're wilding. And Sabrina's not even hearing him because she's so fucking drunk. She's like, no, come in the room with me. He's like, nah, chill. I'm not trying to do that with you right now. So when she goes in the room because she's drunk as hell, he leaves. So I know by the time she realized that he's gone, she's going to be pissed as fuck. And the fact that he might just literally break up with her because of the fact that he don't want no kids or want to get married. And she feels strongly about those 2 things. So then it goes to Andy. Now she's with her man Jordan, and Jordan tells her some good news that he got sponsors for the mayor and shit's about to get lit, right? And Andy's like, you know what's going to get lit? That bedroom. Come with me right now. I already ate dinner and I want some snacks. So they got their feet on. It was cute. So then when Fatima gets home, child, she is ready for answers. When I tell you answers. So clearly she's upset and Zach tried to go for a kiss and she gives him her cheek. So Zach is like, yo, what the hell is going on? What's up? Why are you mad? So Fatima told him straight up, I feel like we need to have Karen do another DNA test. And when she does, we both need to be there to see the results. And Zach was like, no, because the baby's mine. I know you're upset about it, but it is what it is. The baby's mine. Fatima said straight up, no, we don't know for sure that baby is yours. And we need to do a DNA test. And Zach was like, listen, you cannot go out with those girls no more because they filling your head up with mad bullshit. So Fatima was like, Nigga, no, no, they're not. I had this on my mind for a couple months now, and I honestly feel like we need to do a DNA test. That baby could not, maybe not be yours. But Zach is not trying to hear her. He like, no, the baby's mine. I got it in my head. It is what it is. We just gonna have to deal with it. So he leaves to go to the gym. But I have a feeling Fatima's gonna get that DNA test. Then it goes to Gary ass. He's in his office and his homeboy, partner, assistant, whoever that is, walked in his office was like, son, shit is hitting the fan. The investors are pulling their money out. And Gary was like, what? Impossible. The guy said they pulling in funds and exposing the real nature of our business. He then says, it's over, Gary. And Gary's like, no, 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 no. It can't be. Not me. Oh, no. So Gary hops on his computer and start looking at things, and he's like, oh shit, we in the negative. Homeboy says like, oh, I wiped my computer out. I think you should do the same. And we got to get this shit going because we cannot get caught. So it gets better. Gary gets a phone call and it's Hayden. And Hayden says, yo, why the hell the FBI is at my house looking for your ass? And of course, Tyler Perry going to end it right there. Of course he would. Duh. Well, you guys, that was my recap of Sisters episode 2, Drunken Love. And yeah, that was a good episode, y'all. Thank you guys for listening. Please comment down what y'all think is going to happen in the next episode. Please like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments and all the love. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.